ZABoxingNation, where boxing lives, bleeds, and breaks down. Today we're covering one of the most electrifying moments this year. Moses Itama's statement win, Filip Hrgovic's tough victory, Vergil Ortiz Jr. taking on his biggest test to date, and some massive upcoming fights that you need to be prepared for. Plus, we'll close this with your favorite segment on this day in boxing history. First up, we have Moses Itama, who stopped Dillian Whyte in Riyadh in the first round. I believe in his fight, he showed maturity beyond his years. His jab, pressure, feints, ring IQ. Dillian Whyte never got out of first gear. This was the new generation overwhelming the veteran. Tyson the Gypsy King Fury called Moses Itama the future of the heavyweight division. Frank Warren said he's the best heavyweight prospect he's seen in decades. Now, my prediction already for that fight was Moses Itama, but he did it a lot faster than I thought he would have. Tremendous job, Moses Itama. But what's next for him? I've been hearing a lot of people saying that he's going to be fighting Jermaine Franklin. He's durable. He has a good chin. And it will be a perfect test fight for Moses Itama. Everybody is also bringing up Alexander Usyk, and this will be the legend versus the prodigy. It will be Usyk's angle and southpaw stance, and I give him the clear edge for now. He's simply just too great. If that fight does happen this year, I'm going to give you guys my prediction. If Alexander Usyk versus Moses Itama happens in 2025, I believe Usyk will win by decision. Even super clearly. I'm not saying that he would stop Moses Itama, but he would beat him clearly. I think that Moses Itama is still a great boxer, but he has a lot of developing to do. And he has to still get that experience under his belt before he thinks he can knock off a guy like Alexander Usyk. But would it be a spectacular fight? It would be a stylistic clash that would be something that a lot of people would want to watch, especially the casual fans will even gravitate towards this. So I know that that will be a phenomenal fight. Let me know how you guys feel about that in the comments below. Would you guys like to see Moses Itama fight Jermaine Franklin next or Alexander Usyk? Now, Filip Hrgovic, 10 rounds of attrition. Filip Hrgovic edges this fight out on points. I believe that David Adelaide was extremely aggressive. He landed some great shots within this fight. Filip Hrgovic definitely needs to tighten up his defense. But Hrgovic's jab and discipline carried him through the fight. The Croatian superstar showed grit, but he also showed a lot of flaws. I told you guys, he gets hit too cleanly. And against big punchers, it's very risky. My prediction, Hrgovic is top 10 material, but unless he proves he can become more defensively sound, he's going to struggle with these elite and top level fighters like Wilder, Zhang, or even Joseph Parker. Let me know how you guys feel about that in the comments below. Next up, we have Vergil Ortiz will be facing Erickson the Hammer Lubin. This is a phenomenal matchup stylistically. Erickson Lubin is a phenomenal boxer. He's very slick. He has very good ring IQ. And we have Vergil Ortiz, who's just a natural volume puncher and come forward fighter. Could this be tailor-made for Erickson Lubin to win this fight? Or will Vergil Ortiz's pressure overcome Erickson Lubin's boxing? Vergil Ortiz Jr. is one of the most explosive punchers in the 154-pound division. He's relentless. He's a great pressure fighter, great body punching, non-stop offensive onslaught for 12 rounds. And this guy does not gas. We have Erickson Lubin. Erickson Lubin is southpaw. He's sharp. He's a sharp counter puncher. He's an outstanding boxer, but he's been stopped before by Charlo and Sebastian Fundora, two other great fighters who are other top-level elite fighters. And this is a classic power versus counter puncher type of matchup. My prediction for this fight, though, Vergil Ortiz can close the distance and go to the body, and he overwhelms Lubin inside 7 rounds, he can be the victor in this fight. But if Erickson Lubin times Vergil Ortiz early with the straight left hand, Ortiz could walk into real danger in this fight. But my pick, it could be possibly Vergil Ortiz by TKO in rounds like 5 or 6. But I believe that Erickson Lubin's sharpness will test Vergil Ortiz's ability in the 154-pound division. Let me know how you guys feel about that fight in the comments below. Next up, we have Yudai Shugika. He retires at age 28 to care for his brother after a tragic brain injury. Former minimum weight champ with elite skills, his career cut short out of the love and sacrifice for his family. A reminder of the risk every fighter takes in this sport. These are the upcoming fights that you need to be prepared for. First up, we have David Benavidez versus Anthony Yarde. David Benavidez is a relentless pressure and volume puncher, freakish stamina at this division, and I believe that he is going to put on a crazy display in this fight because we have Anthony Yarde, who's an explosive power puncher as well. He's going to come forward. He's athletic, but sometimes he fades late in big fights. Guys like Kovalev, Beterbiev, he faded in those fights. But my predictions, early rounds, it can be Anthony Yarde. But David Benavidez's his speed and power is unreal. Benavidez's work rate is suffocating. He throws punches and bunches. He digs to the body. And I told you guys he doesn't gas. So my prediction, David Benavidez by late round stoppage, rounds 9 through 11, after he's wearing Anthony Yarde down. We also have Jaron Boots Ennis versus Uisma Lima. This is going to be his 154-pound debut. After dominating at welterweight, Jaron Boots Ennis is moving up. Uisma Lima is a tough, durable fighter, but he lacks elite level experience. We've seen what happened against him and McKenna. I just believe that this is going to be a good fight for Boots, just getting his feet wet in the 154-pound division. But afterwards, I would love to see more elite fighters like Vergil Ortiz, Erickson Lubin, Jesus Ramos, any of these guys for Jaron Boots Ennis. But my prediction for this fight, Jaron Boots Ennis makes a statement. I believe he even makes a highlight reel within 5 rounds out of this guy. A lot of people have questions about what Jaron Boots Ennis will look like at 154 pounds. And now we'll finally get to see it. So let me know how you guys feel about that in the comments below. Now for your favorite segment on this day in boxing history. On April 15, 1985, I know this is not August 17th, but Marvin Hagler versus Tommy Hearns gave us 3 of the greatest rounds in boxing history. Round 1 was pure chaos. Both men landed bombs and stood right in the pocket. Round 2, Hagler's relentless pressure started breaking Hearns down. And round 3, with blood streaming from a cut, Hagler unleashed a vicious right hand that crumpled Hearns and ended the fight. It wasn't just violence, it was legacy. Hagler proved he was the ultimate warrior. Hearns cemented himself as extremely fearless in that division. The fight embodies what boxing is all about: skill, courage, willpower, and drama in its purest form. Now, that's it for today's breakdown. Moses Atama's rise, Filip Hagrovic's grit, Vergil Ortiz next big test against Erickson Lubin. David Benavidez versus Anthony Yarde. Jaron Boots Ennis versus Lima. And then a history lesson on Hagler versus Hearns. Boxing never sleeps, and neither do we here at ZABoxingNation. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and turn on post notifications so you never miss out on an update. But this is ZABoxingNation, where champions get analyzed and legends are made. And if you're new here, keep your hands up, and I'll catch you in the next one.